Welcome back. You're watching Business Morning on Channels Television. It's the first edition of the week. Join the conversation that's going online on any of our Twitter handles. Of course, you can tweet at Biz Morning. We'll get your thoughts and comments on the issues we're talking about on the program today with regards to the market and other economic policy issues as well. You can also tweet at Channels TV. Let's get you talking to us, or tweet at me. I'm at CTV Harriet. And at people soon will be glad to mind your business as well. But if you can't reach us on Twitter, you can send us emails. So send it to businessmorning@channelstv.com. And let's get your thoughts on all the issues we'll be talking about on the program. We're also talking about, as I said, about the FGN savings bond. We've got the Director General of the Debt Management Office, Dr. Abraham Wankwo, joining us from our Abuja studios in just a bit. But let's review some of the stories we're tracking at this time. So how many assets does Nigeria really have? And that's what the federal government is hoping to get to, keeping tabs on all the assets. Nigerian government has gone ahead and launched an asset tracking and management project that will allow it locate, identify, assess and evaluate all movable and immovable assets. According to the Minister of Finance, Kemi Adeosun, a central assets register has also been created for the registration of all capital assets belonging to the government. The asset tracking and management project is expected to ease the planning and control of the 30% capital expenditure in the 2017 budget. Meanwhile, a circular has been sent to all ministries, departments and agencies asking accounting officers to prepare an inventory of all assets held by current and former staff. Also in the news, the central bank has directed all commercial banks in the country to create a special teller point for retail FX transactions to ensure access to foreign exchange by Nigerians, and also directed all banks to own electronic boards displaying exchange rates of all currencies. Banks have also been mandated to process and meet the travel demand for travel allowances in 24 hours. School fees and medical bills are to be processed within 48 hours of applications, and failure to do this attracts serious sanctions from the Central Bank of Nigeria. And also, indigenous oil marketing company Corn Oil has beefed up its Kaduna Aviation Office to reinforce operations on the heels of the temporal closure of the Abuja airport. That's about for 6 weeks, I beg your pardon. So it's relocating its high-tech browsers, dispensers and human capital to Kaduna to help smoothing the operations of airlines and travelers. So let's take a look at the Nigeria energy markets as we continue our focus on market-related developments. On Friday, notice that investors continue to favor Forte Oil and Mobil as we saw an increase in share price. Forte Oil increased about 5.09% to end Friday at 51 naira 87 kobo. Mobil is at 285 naira. Corn Oil and MRS closed flattish at 35 naira and 39 naira 3 kobo apiece, with volumes of 500 and 700 units respectively. Owando shed 0.80% from its share price, I beg your pardon, to close on Friday at 4 naira 96 kobo. At the end of the week, cumulatively, index came in at plus 4.51%, quite an impressive run for the oil and gas stocks for the week just ended. Year to date also improved, minus 5.50%. Price to earnings is at 2.2%. So it's all about the markets today. Now, the federal government plans to issue FGN savings bonds. They've been talking about it. The Debt Management Office has gone ahead and listed it on the Nigerian Stock Exchange and, of course, on the FMDQ OTC Securities Exchange. So joining me on the program today to talk a little bit more about the benefits, talking about the features, the purpose, and, of course, subscription mode is the man of the moment, the Director General of the Debt Management Office, Dr. Abraham Wankwo. Good morning to you, Dr. Wankwo. Thank you for joining me on the program.
Good morning, Channels. Good morning, Nigeria.
Well, as I said, you're the man of the moment, so I would say congratulations to the Debt Management Office and, of course, the federal government for coming up with this very laudable idea, giving Nigerians a platform for which to play in a bigger secondary market, if you like. But talk to us a little bit more. Let's get the clearer understanding what the purpose of this FGN savings bond really is.
Thank you very much. Let me quickly make a minor clarification. The bond we listed at the Nigerian Stock Exchange, as well as on the FMDQ OTC last week, was the Euro bond, which we issued about 25 days ago in the international capital market. That is different from the FGN savings bond, which we are going to issue starting from Monday next week, the Federal Government of Nigeria savings bond. The FGN savings bond, which we are going to introduce, is meant to cater for the interests of all income groups in Nigeria. We appreciate that there's a lot of gains to be made by participating in the capital market, by saving money, investing it in capital market instruments, particularly debt instruments, as far as DMO is concerned. However, the existing instruments, including the Euro bond, as well as the FGN bond, which we have been issuing since 2003 every month, cater for big investors, the corporates, people who have a lot of money. Those are the people who have been investing and making gains and enjoying the market. Now, we want to democratize the process. So we want all Nigerians, irrespective of their income level, to participate. Therefore, we're introducing this bond, which is a retail bond, FGN savings bond. So with as little as 5,000 naira, you can invest in FGN savings bond, up to a maximum of 50 million naira. That maximum, 50 billion, that maximum is there because we want those who have smaller income to have enough room to participate, while those who have a lot of money can continue investing in the existing products, particularly the FGN bond. So the difference is that the FGN bond, which is the one that's been existing, and now we are going to introduce the FGN savings bond for all classes of investors, particularly the lower income.